wonderful evening from here, a wonderful morning, a wonderful day. Depends on where you're watching us from. This is your beloved brother. I've been in this struggle for a gene in our society, particularly in our political space. For so many things we have done since not to be working. I want to tell you today and give you my assurance I'm still in solidarity with you. I know many people may be sleeping right now. Maybe you will watch the video when you woke up by the grace of God from your bed tomorrow morning. And there's something I want to be drawing attention to. My people will always make a parable that say, even my phone, I know so many persons are lamenting still. And one thing we have to first of all correct. Let us always make use of every information that come to us. Very, very important. A lot of us had how the outcome of this election is going to look like, but we intend to push forward. You're pushing forward, there is no problem about it. There should be plan B. And we are hearing information that some certain persons are trying to mount up the street for protest. You don't need to do that. Channel up your energy to see how the disintegration of Nigeria should be preached all over the world. And this one just showed that nothing will ever change the system. Okay, do you know how painful it is? You just won an election and it is stolen away from you. That is to say, you do not belong to the nation. And it's another avenue for you to know again that there's always plan B, whatever thing you are doing. I talk about some certain things often. A lot of people felt it's for my personal self-interest. No. That country needs to be divided. There's no way. We do not fit each other. We do not. That country must be divided. Until when it is divided, and they have just created an avenue for us to start using hate speech. Now, what more can that country ever give to you? When you are being disenfranchised in this very manner, when what everybody could witness that this thing, you were just hoping that everything is going to come normal automatically, you don't know where you have to start from again. So like what I've told you before, let me reiterate again. There's the political agenda loading. I know a lot of bloggers, they are trying to claim that they did not know. Share the video along with them. Anytime you hear them speak, put it that someone has been talking about this thing. At times we belittle each other by this one not get many followers. It's not how many followers that you have. It's what you heard that you are giving to the people. That's what matters. If you watch it today, platforms that have the truth, people don't want to follow. Either one or two persons have spoiled their names, or we always want to follow the majority. Because APC right now is the ruling party, that's why they are giving them millions in some certain area where they don't even get any vote. Okay, imagine it with somebody with his right senses seeing what Buhari have done for 8 years, still vote for the same party. That is to say that it does not belong to the country. The amalgamation of government that were done in 1914 is what it's telling on you today. So there never a time Nigeria will favor you. And you are not supposed to be a Nigerian. This is just the sign to show for you that you are not supposed to be a Nigerian. But what I want to tell you or reiterate here again is this. Please calm down. Just be calming. There is hope on the way. But you need to have plan B. The person that would have led you through revolution right now, he's going to tell you that not to go out and do anything. So automatically the energy is down. You are not going to see your leader you voted for. I think we saw as a part of the ECOWAS bodies that good Lord Jonathan came. Go and see the way we are laughing with Tinubu. All of them, they are all politicians, they are the same. For you to know that you are just a stranger inside these people, you are going to see the same Peter Obi, that the stool is mandate. The way is more going to be friendly to Bola Ahmed Tinubu right now. Because they don't mean what they are doing. They are just only playing, toying with your emotion. They don't mean it. That's why we needed a patriot. Right now, Nigeria have no patriot. The only patriot we got thing. Permit me to see mention Nnamdi Kanu in this very process. They locked him in jail so that you will suffer and die. But despite the man today seeing incarceration, his spirit still roaming around, seeking for freedom for you. You can see right now, I'm a little bit tired. Do you know why I'm tired? Because of the commitment which I can just by my own strength and do. You can see the energy I'm putting in just to make sure this work go out there. A lot of people, they just come, do. Go and check social media today. How many people are serious with their talk? They are not serious with their talk. They are just a joker. They don't have the real information. They don't have the mechanism. Any reasonable person right now should be talking about how Nigeria is going to break. Because Nigerians, as a country, you even say Nigeria, say one Nigeria, I think you are the most stupid person. It can't work. If such an election so glaring can still be wrong, do you think they are going to give you such an opportunity tomorrow again? They will not give you such an opportunity tomorrow again. That's why we have to wait and exercise patience and be keeping calm. I want to be sending this very particular section of the message to my people. Please, you have tried your possible best. You can also agitate for Idu nation. It's possible. The Ododuwa, they are agitating for Ododuwa nation already. Biafra, they are agitating for their own already. So this one is an Armageddon. It's a process of time. If you allow the spirit to die, then it's not all about going to go and destroy government property. It's all about you setting up to do another thing else they never expected. We have to make the country ungovernable for them. Not breaking things. Becoming a member of civil disobedient society. That's the only way we can get it clear. If they say yes, you'll be saying no. If they are calling for a election to also select a leader, not to elect a leader, you'll be calling for your referendum. If you watch it in all these things, they don't allow to fight ourselves for nothing. Okay, why should I be having a problem with you? When I'm almost 20 years abroad, I cannot still boast of going home and relax for 2 months without fear. When most of us have become of age abroad, 30 years abroad, children everywhere. Most people right now, their children have grown under them. They have no hope to show their children, say, my child, look at this home. Or the labor I've labored, the hostel I built, this one is for you. Who made it your leader? I'm not never the cause of your problem. They say the truth is bitter. So any person that says the truth, always try and find a way to digest it. That's why I'm still going to be recommending agitation for you are going to be agitating. Not for anybody, it's for yourself. If you mention Ododuwa tomorrow, you are at the same time talking about your present situation. It's not about these people. Biafra is not, I'm not preaching Biafra here. Sorry that I'm putting this one in. I know maybe I'm not supposed to mention this very video, but I'm a teacher. I need to tell you things and things. The criteria we must have to follow. Nigeria is not made for you. Only one that can solve this very situation is to join the people that are already agitated. Form a clue on your own. If this election is stolen, tell me, how can you ever again in your life ever select a leader? I don't think. Why most of us turn enemy fighting for them? Yes, that's just the fact. They belong to the same carcass. They do the same blood together. I do tell you here. Now me and they use our head till they hit each other. Peter Obi have just finished up his own video clip. He don't do his own. His money is going to get to. Do you know how much he's going to get to even contesting coming at the third position? What statement has been made? I think I saw a video where he was in the airport. I think the person that do it allegedly said don't protest. He did say go and make your voice known. He said don't protest. Look at, he did not even wait to grant the guy interview and talk from his mind. You have stolen my mandate. This thing, I will not take it. I will contest it in the law court. He did say that. Please, don't go and kill yourself for these people. I think the governor of Edo State visited 2 homes over condolence visits because people lost their life. If you have just lost your life in this field of revolutionary movement for better, I think it will be better than, I don't even have my wallet here. Let me just cut a paper. Maybe let's say something like this is what they kill you for right now. Not that it was a revolution. Something like this, a card like this, what they kill you for? And this is the thing I warn you about, that this thing Nigeria is too debilitated, cannot give it to you. It can't give it to you. So I'm urging us, please, let's stay calm. These people, most of the time, their matter does not work down for. All these are politicians. That's why I was never too over interested putting my confidence on Obi. I was putting my confidence on your decision you're taking. That's why we are brethren. If you look at it today, it's only us that is also going to remain in this very old mess. Peter Obi is made. His children will never suffer again in his life. That's why some of the interview, some press interviews said you are doing it for. He never said you are helping him. He said you are doing it for yourself. And you really show that really you are doing it for yourself. Look at the way I appreciate most of you at times if you share my video. Look at the way I appreciate most of you at times if you even give me €1. I will pray. Remain small, may my God let cut. But up to now, people are now beginning to make problems with themselves. Before you know, right now, we'll start unleashing on ourselves again. Good Lord Jonathan that was sent by the ECOWAS, instead of you to stand as a neutral person and say, Tinubu, I've came here to come and let you know we demand a free and fair election. If we are nothing with Tinubu, by so doing, making mockery of you, that you have been killed. These people, they are not your friend. I told you right from the one. You know that time we are being carried away. It's the same people. It's the same people. That's why I prefer to pray for Sunday Igboho than to be praying for one particular freedom fighter. Why are they always going after our freedom fighter? Because they know that this very person, if we give them time, they will deliver us. That's why they see Nnamdi Kanu in incarceration today, in captivity. Thank God what that man left behind. What Nnamdi Kanu have done is a template for every Nigerian to be free. What Nnamdi Kanu have done so far is a template for every Nigerian to be free, those that want freedom. It's not about the Igbo people. A lot of you don't know the truth. See, be very, very careful any person I praise. Be very, very careful. Make you not go loose if you not hold on well. Any person I praise, I don't use psychophancy. I know they carry the praise person. I may mention of Peter Obi, but did not call him Messiah. It is that name. It was only the person that was left behind that we should use his name to gather up ourselves together. Was obedient to his name. We were the one that changed it because we Nigerians, we know how to frame things. Inside nothing, I like the courage most of us have. Inside nothing, we only want to bring out something. That was why we detected how to use them to come to Europe by ourselves. Particularly my adult brothers and sisters. The good one inside. Go and look at what they did. They disappointed it. I tell you, APC and PDP will never win an election again in those states. We must make sure they keep on losing. We have retired them in those states. They can never get any single vote again. Through this very one that have happened. Please, I want you to reserve your energy and your strength. I think there was a video I can't only find it right now in my phone. That one of the police is talking that any person that came out for protest violently is going to be shot aside. Really, they will do it. They will do it. This is what they meant for you. The population agenda is there. Digital currency is there. Justin Trudeau have announced his own digital medical card. That is to say, they have an agenda, a continuous agenda. That is why it is very, very imperative, part through our broadcast most of the time. Tell all your bloggers. Let them not say they don't know. Because I have people saying, I did not know. You know, it's just that you don't call and say anything. I've told you right from time. That your freedom cannot control this guy. They're not going to give you. I know these people. Let not use excitement to follow all these enemies, and let not follow them to play game they know how to play. That's why I'm still urging you today. I'm still on the side of the brava that said no election March 11th. This is the best way you can express your anger. This is the best way you can express your anger. So that whatever thing that will break Nigeria, so that every one of us will find freedom. Okay, when democracy is going to stand, do you think the youth will ever one day be united like this again in this whole world? They will not allow it. You can see a lot of you right now that we were expecting that they are going to do well, as in They will still stand with us, not castigating this one, this one. You can see all of them begin to collect money. They are not even giving you encouragement that things will get better. They are not calling you a fool over the decision you've made. This is how even the so-called Labour Party chairman for Benin, that you go even see, okay, next time, you are going to also get the real advice from here. They will collect money entire because they are politicians. Politician is a politician. They campaign with lies. That's what politician does. The one that say the biggest lie always win. And this very one, not that Tinubu even deserve or want it at all. If Tinubu were supposed to be coming from another party like manageably, like PDP, we'll see yes, okay, maybe we'll just try maybe PDP, maybe if it do us well. The same APC, from fry pan to fire. Who know what is coming? Will Tinubu come and spoil Buhari's next and I better pass? Is it not the same agenda they have? Now, the problem we have here is that nobody speaks for you. The politician you are expecting is on your side. Not then. They are still going to go to meeting tomorrow. Maybe they will be seen after they might have announced the result right now. Peter Obi will still be there, drinking the necessary concoction they used to drink. They belong to the same society. Now me and you, they use me and your head. They hit each other. You are happy when you come here to be present. You are a fool. You are this. They are using you against your poor brothers. They are using you against Nnamdi Kanu. They are using you against everyone that is agitating for freedom. It did not carry us along. It did not do us along. Now, even the election you were carried along, you saw the vote you casted. It was real. Counted by your president. But when it got to collection center, minus. Go and see the result. Wike bring out from Rivers. They were even expecting 25% from Wike. He gave more than 100%. Go and see how our NEC officials were handled. Those people will later be settled because not them there. They have planned it. I told you right from the beginning that Obi won this election, they rang it. Any of you that say maybe you feel you doesn't know what was happening, you know, it's just that you were carried away. And most of the time, we never believe on ourselves. That's another thing again. After all, this man to speak. I think Paul Enoche is going to remain in lamentation. As we speak right now, Paul Enoche is in trauma. He is in spiritual trauma. This is what it takes. The thing you would have been doing small, teaching your members about the adverse effect when you allow these people to remain too much powers. Now you want to come out in full force. Why would they arrest you? Can anybody order for my arrest now? I've been a truth teller. The very day you order for my arrest, I will say more. They allow you to build a church, give you license to build a church in a land where we would have built factories. Do you know if Paul Enoche have used that very money building that useless church there? It's useless because it's not easy effective. Anytime we criticize these people, don't just be assuming that somebody is insulting God. No. It's like you are just insulting a court man, not even recognized by God. This is who they are. These some of the things they use in brainwashing us today. They put us into mental slavery. Now, Paul Enoche is tired right now of. Now, let me scriptural lead you here. If you read the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, he said, God said, let there be light, and there was light. Now, Paul Enoche built up a church, telling you that what God said in Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, you are going to get this from his church. And right now, he's tired. The situation is telling on him. Since this currency will ever start, nobody's paying offering again in the church. He cannot even maintain the instrument now, pay the workers in the church again, because those big men, they have nobody, they are nothing to give offering. Right now, you are lamenting because funds is no longer coming out. You want to now start telling them after they have spent decades of years inside the church, believing that Jesus Christ is going to give them light. You want to now push them to the government that it is the government responsibility. Why did you build a house and stop these people inside? Hypnotizing them, indoctrinating them. What government would have given to them? You say they should come to Christ. A 33 years old man is going to make their life to be okay. Now, is it not too late? That you just build a cathedral where you go there, everything you do, you ban demon. What the government would have done, you are praying for it to happen by magic. Now they are tired. Church was supposed to be a place whereby the word of God, morals is being taught. If the government do you like this, don't do it like this, don't know. But what, okay now, what example are we to get from the book of Daniel chapter 3 from verse 14? When King Nebuchadnezzar set up a graven image. Now that graven image, to me, the way I explain it today, is government bringing out some certain policy that does not run with the constitutions of Nigeria, or your God-given right. They have tried to take it away from you, or the Nuremberg Code 2.0. Then you now start resisting it. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego resisted. I say, it is my right. I have the right to kneel down. I cannot worship this. This is not what my father told me. Nebuchadnezzar, please, I can't worship. They say, he start forcing them. He said, no, sir. Even though the God that was refused to save us, we can't worship because it's against my religion. I cannot bow down to this. I have my own. I bow down to. My father taught me not to bow down to it. And God never said we should bow down to this. Then he was furious and unleashed on them. Then God became the fourth person in the midst of the burning furnace. Now, are they relating some of all these things to your day-to-day life, to boosting your morals? They have not encouraged you one day. They teach you to be coward. The person slap you here, give on the other side. 2019 election, they ranked it. Every one of us is aware of it. This one, they rank it again. What makes you to be more interested? Because Buhari said free and fair election. This is where for Carlos to catch your smuggle. Are you going to also fall again? Or you will change up the narrative right now? I think what has happened right now, whosoever that is agitating for Nigeria to be breakdown, you have to support it. Whether you like it or not, that's the next thing. We're going to give you democracy. We're going to give you democracy. How is it going to happen? Do you know how many of our artists today who never spoke because they were PDP? How can youth be playing politics? Here and abroad, you hardly see all youth putting themselves into politics. They don't. That's why if you see abroad, most of them, let's say 70% of them are patriots. The remaining 30 are politicians. That's why before government they misbehave, they don't hit the street. They like doing protests. That's the best way there. Right now, the way you are going to come out for protest, you will be discouraged by the person you were supporting. Because he said whatever thing you are doing it for yourself. I know that he should say such a thing. But he's the principal. He should be addressing his people right now. He killed everybody's strength. The same thing so already did. I told you about it. So what is coming? What is going to save us? We have to first of all unite together. Just breathe in, out, relax your mind. There is hope. Our hope is not lost. There is still agitations ongoing that is going to give you a divine freedom. The kind of freedom I need is not the kind of freedom you vote in. I was always writing some of my topic, election or selection. I always hashtag it, election and selection. At the end of the day, it is this election. It is this election. These people, they will never make it to elect your leader. But whosoever that voted today, whenever they are doing the election, always give them that frustration. The Armageddon of the Nigerian states are just continuing. What they did right now, if Nigeria was remaining about, let's say, 50% to collapse, it remaining 20% because this thing they have done. Now, I can't really find this thing here. Let me see if you have gone to Google Photo. What Islamic people, what they did. I just pray I get it in Google Photo anyway. He did it from where they used to. But let's see first whether I can get it in Google Photos. Because it's not too long. Wow. I don't think it's here. Okay, it's here already. Now, Islamic group. This is Twitter. I got this one. I screenshot it from the Daily Post Nigeria. I guess it must be real news. This should be about 2 hours ago. It said Islamic group warns politicians against harassing INEC at National Coalition Center. Look at it. Islamic group. Because they own the country. This is who they want to win. Now, whom are you supporting? Whom are you supporting? These people have shown to us in several ways. You are not a part of us. That was why they unleashed you. And another problem we have here, I just pray that God Almighty, the God of heaven and earth, help each and every one of us. There are so many wolves and coyotes. There are so many senseless people talking about Nigerian situations. They are not giving you the real advice. And so social media does one thing. At the time you keep on hearing one thing from one person, I explained to you the other day the remedy of monkey syndrome. It affects everybody. There are some people right now, you like them, whatever thing they just say, you enter your head. It's not everybody that is critical thinker. This is affecting us today. We have a lot of fools in this very social media talking about the recent situation we are facing from just in honorary playing politics. They are not real. What we need right now is the real world. We don't just need somebody that will encourage us and you are giving up the encouragement. It's like you are still laughing, you are not serious about it. We should be serious in whatever thing we are doing. We are in a critical time. Either we get it right during this very process. If we allow this energy to die, still keep on agitating for your freedom. Still keep on hashtagging. But one thing I will not support you to do, they will kill you on the streets because it's not yet time for you to hit the street. Don't hit the street because Peter Obi. Don't do it. What you are going to get from it at the end of the day, we regret it. Peter Obi is going to say this thing. Even though if you are arrested, nobody will mind you. Please, just keep calm. Waiting one break Nigeria and they come. It does that use your sense and follow suit by hashtagging. Disintegration of Nigeria is just the only way. If you cannot pray for Biafra because what they have done for you, you don't want to forgive anybody. Pray for Ododuwa nation. Ododuwa is prepared for their nation. Have you ever been seeing Igbo? The way Biafrans are equipping themselves to live, also Igbo and his co is also equipping themselves. From there, Idu nation will also jump out. We have to break this very thing. We are not a part of them. They cannot keep on using us for so long. That's why I make a video so many hours ago this afternoon. I think today is Tuesday 28th February. I make video in the afternoon telling us about unity. I made one on the 27th telling us about unity. The same unity I'm crying for. At the time we are united, my dear, there's no mountain that we cannot climb. There's no success we cannot achieve. There's no victory we cannot get. There's no fight we cannot fight. And nothing can break us down. You that are sensible inside, whatever, join your brother in whichever way. That is the only solution. That was what I was only telling us. Please don't be carried away. As you are mentioning the puppet, I wonder, but we didn't listen. We save all our egg on one basket. We oversave all our egg on one basket. And it pains me so much. Just look at it, it's like your labor is a vain. Please, leave una the canoe alone. Let Biafra go. With all those small damage control you would have also done, today now you know you have laid the foundation. Now, if the whole thing ended like this, that is to say you are going to suffer for another 8 years. You know, once government take over, okay, do you know what these people are going to be doing next time? One thing we don't really know. We don't really know whether Peter B brought them out just to calm you down. Whether they bring Peter B out. You can't trust all these politicians. Who even knows? A time will also come in Nigeria, they will bring another person out, create a new party, put the person there. You run for long. And they are all acting film, they are all Nollywood. Who knows whether it was film that were acting? You can't say because you can't trust all these people. If you see snake and politician, snake is your friend and that politician be your enemy. Go and read more about politicians. They lie. They are taught. Just the same way our fake pastor, you see some young pastor at times, he go say, he's my daddy in the Lord. Do you know what they cheat them? They cheat them how to manipulate fake miracle. They use them to swear some certain oath. Please, never you expose it to anybody that you learn this thing from a handle. They will swear. That's why, since they insult them, why our eye never blind? Why their prayer not work now? Why they not see waiting me see? If Polenoche, I saw it waiting me see. You know, pain and rich like that. You could see Paul Enoche talking from pains and agony. Because he had prophesied now. The prophecy failed. He prophesied, the prophecy failed. For me, I'm not shaking because I've already seen this. That's what's going to happen. But I just wanted to get it. Just try. But you are trying right now, it does not work. Are you still going to ignore all my advice to you and my advocacy for a better society? Or a quest for a gene? You are not supposed to ignore it. Look at all the fake pastors. All of them, they were speaking in parables. But they don't see the ringing. Let's even assume they saw the ringing. What proactive measure did they put on ground to curtail it? And what did Jesus Christ doing for us? I said it in my previous video in the afternoon. Tens of thousands of churches is fighting only one devil that have two horns. That were deported from heaven by only Michael and Gabriel. They give and pick a light and land down. Only Jesus now combined with in the book of John. Jesus Christ combined with according to the story. Jesus Christ could even kill Satan. Satan is not to be killed. So far, all is trap, not for put. There are doubts why God gave you 10 commandments in the book of Exodus. Chapter 13, verse 20. He gave you commandment. Thou shalt not this. He gave us unnecessary commandments. So that if you do one, devil will harm you. If you even follow devil do business, if devil you and devil say 50-50, you reach Sharon like that, devil not go kill you. At times this devil can be good though. If you not go in territory, not carry the worry you. If person not go sell you off for him, not carry the worry you. Forget about the demon your family is a normal thing. Demons won't be your family. But if your hand is clean, you are really living a better society. Okay, now, for those of us that came abroad, we were now working, things were now okay, start building house. It's because of the economic situation of Nigeria is bad. You would have been able to also build the same house, even when you have the same family problem. Abroad, you coming to abroad does not take away family problem. It's not that you now have the money in bank. Because our economy, our society is bad. That's why we feel we must have to come abroad and become great. You can still be great there. What makes us to be poor today is our societal problem. And this same gospel has not been able to solve anything. You don't build a church that would have occupied, let's say, 10,000 workers. Don't build up a factory. Nobody has done it. You build up the church today. That is, what are you teaching them? Teaching more 419s to come into our society. They breed 419 in the church. Tell me one particular thing, the effectiveness of the church in our society. And let me tell you the damages it have caused. I'm in Europe. Not just in Europe, maybe backyard of Europe. I'm in the street. Nothing you can tell me about January, I don't know. They don't even pray. They don't know Jesus Christ here now. They're not saying because they have a working society. So where we always trying to get our help from most of the time, it will not come like that. Manna does not fall from heaven. Your society, you have to agitate for it. The problem we have here, that the people that is already in the forefront, which we fed, is going to make things work better for us. I even the one killing us today. That's why I see some youth still collect money. How with this present situation we are facing, somebody will still make mention of a government who have killed us or in the name of playing politics? Don't you see that there's something wrong? Don't you see that there are a lot of people you are not supposed to even mingle with? Don't you see that there's reason why you must have to agitate for the break? Any person say right now, after this very election, encouraging you for another one, that person is a bastard. After this very fraudulent election, encouraging you say, we will get it right next time. That person does not know what he's doing, he's saying. Unfollow that person. Unfollow that person. Do you know, even the Bible said it. He said, whatsoever I hear you say into my ear, such will I do. That's what the Bible says. I think the book I quoted just now, I think it's Exodus 20, not Exodus 21, sorry. I think it's Exodus 20, verse, Exodus 20. That's where the 10 Commandments is, sorry. I think I made mention of Exodus 13 or so. I think Exodus 20 or something. You know. So even the Bible said it. Whatsoever I hear you say to my ear, such will I do. We are following one particular thing and the thing is not helping us. On Sunday right now, what testimony are you going to give in the church? What testimony are you going to give? Some people right now, some churches today, they are talking about marriage seminar when their country is ruined. How are we going to get it right? A pastor that was supposed to be a patriot, who will advocate and become an activist, every one of them is shouting Holy Ghost fire. We look at our society, we have millions and millions of churches. Have you seen Christian group that sent a message right now? If you read that election, we have not seen Christian group, but we have seen Islamic group come out and support their leader because they owns Nigeria. Look at it. It is this is a Nigerian Daily Post. Look at it. They have sent out. Have you seen any of the useless body of Christ who have sent out the message? Have you seen any of them? You can't see any of them. Paul Elochi talk to them and they say, "Me go arrest them." How will somebody speaks if the Nigerian were to be okay? They say, "Me go arrest them." They are not arrest Suleiman so many years ago where they invite him. That's some of the reason why they don't talk about the healing, because the society or the country we are living does not permit them to speak against when the politicians are doing bad, because the politicians also know that they also go into rituality. They also know that they perform fake miracle. The politicians know them. The politicians know that when they want to do human sacrifice, they do it in one of these their altar. They knows that if they are looking for a girl to go to Senate, they go and pick in the church. Please, do you have any girl for me there? You go say, that my choir mistress, I think it's fine. They will give you to them. Connection. That's why the very day you start criticizing the same thing people know you that you are doing, people will expose you. For example, now I'm a politician somewhere. Politicians, they pay me money. People will not talk, say, this guy, they pay and me, they do what they do. I'm just a patriot on my own. Somebody who grew up and found out that is in a misguided country. I grew up like you. I found out that the country we are living is bad. Then I got the notion we need to change it. I grew up in the same country like you. Struggle like you. Do all manner of things like you. Up to today we are hustling. We cannot still go back home and play with our loved ones. Maybe you are sitting outside in the evening. Maybe you are from Saple Road. You are sitting outside your father's house that you came from abroad. You cannot sit. Your brother must tell you, please brother, do me you can't go your hotel, or do me you enter house. The way Monto just say the pass, I don't understand. Why? Not that you have the money, because you are a target. They felt that you came from abroad. Automatically, the very day you leave home, they tag you, you are no longer a part of the society. You are not like a foreigner. How can you be free abroad? You are not free at home. How can? What you will talk abroad, go talk and for, you'll be arrested. As sophisticated as Martivism, if na answer for the doing, therefore don't arrest me tire. Excepting when they know saying a game and they play like our commercial activists in Benin. The reason why they doesn't arrest them because they know that they are just joker. Anytime you see them criticizing one particular governor, know that you have not given them money. If you give them money, they will see the amount. And you cannot pay me not to talk. You cannot pay me not to criticize what you are doing. We got a free and fair election. Even the Brafa land that even said people were thinking it's going to be crazy. We have not seen casualty there. That the state government is moving from house to house. But we lost souls in Edo State. Just trying to elect a leader. We lost we also lost two in this their cashless policy, lack of naira in the streets. We also lost two. If you were to be a revolution, do you think we will lose that two people? We will not lose them. All about is not about the population. Please, I will urge you, Edo people, please, you have tried. You have exercised your franchise. You have done your best. Leave the rest for God. I'm not trying, you shouldn't react, but I know what we are averting. Anytime we sense what will take your life, we will tell you. I'm not a part of the people. I will never a part of it. Who told you to go and vote? When the people said, don't come out. I will never support your death. The people that want you to hang and go to the street, when you are going to go to the street, time never reach. Don't go and go to the street on your own. They will arrest you. When the time comes, nobody will even answer. He go to trigger by himself. But be ready to declare your identity. If you have not know your identity, go and look for it where you belong. Because Nigeria is in a bed of one day when everybody will just walk, everybody will just diverse. You have to declare where you belong. Go and search out where you are going to say you are from. Because you are not a Nigerian. You were brought into Nigeria by force. The same thing they did to our father is what they did to us. I said, I grow up like you. I find myself in a useless and a lawless country and a wayward country. And I think I have the right to change whatever name have been given. Jacob changed up his name. Jacob, he changed his name. He was about to be called Jacob all his lifetime. He wrestled with an angel and become Israel upon the whole atrocity. At times, this leader you are seeing right now, as soon as they vote themselves, everyone is going to recognize it because we allow it. Whether they read themselves in or whatever, now you just pray your own. It is the mistake we have made and lack of our unity that that made this thing happen. Because they first of all give us divide and rule. They first of all make us to start having quarrel with each other. They create problems. That's why I see no reason today why a reasonable person should be criticizing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At times it bugs me and it pains me. When you are in mess, Peter Obi cannot go jail for you. If Peter Obi will go jail for you by now, he would have been grumbling. Even at the airport at the meeting. Please just wait. We will see in the court. No, I will not take this. You will not take my mandate from me. You can see Peter Obi talking as if nothing have happened. You can just you will see the body language. At least still react, still encourage the people. And they have everything to fight and take Nigeria back for you. One, Tinubu minus 10 years away from his age. If you really contest this very election in the Supreme Court, and with your support, if he's not ready to contest it or carry it to court, don't go and kill yourself. Bolsonaro was not in Brazil when the Brazilians were protesting. He was in somewhere. One of our papa go hide down. Come stay with me. You are safe here. It's in children, in your own people, where they fight for and they beg for that side. He did not betray them through talk. He did not concede. Until they later went and forced Lula Silva. They went to go and do the installation. The same thing that happened in America. Up to today, he's still fighting back his mandate. Go and look at Carrie Lake. This woman governor that contested in governor of Arizona. The election was wrong. Up to today, he's still fighting. We don't have patriot, that's our problem. If Peter Obi were to be a patriot today, you will not give up. You will still be having energy. Even though if Supreme Court don't even talk, say this election are lie, the country they will shut down. I say Peter Obi and Bola Ahmed Tinubu made the analysis of you are going to see them. People will still send us the picture, say that they laugh somewhere. Look at Goodluck Jonathan. You that came from ECOWAS that was told to stand as a neutral person. You were nothing with Tinubu. Hey, oh boy, I don't with them. You do away. And you are in pains. Still fighting Newton and some other persons. You still get baby for me because I say me brafa go. Okay, now if they did not divide this country, do you see that there is hope in this country? If this election will be wrong, tell me whichever election they will never ring in this life. Because they are ringy. They are born to ring. So please let us stop wasting our time. Let's gather up our energy and do the needful, please. We have to gather up our energy and do what we get to do. Please. Because fighting ourselves will not help. Rather than let's gather the remaining broken heart that we got. And look at what somebody wrote and I said, get your PVC ready for 2027. It's making mockery of the people who believe on PVC. Look at what person just wrote now. Hmm? Okay, the name will not show like they look at it. He said, get your PVC ready 2027. This one just send up a message right now. Are you still going to depend on the PVC? That to say, begin, let's find another alternative now. Go and look for your alternative. I've also gotten my alternative already to see how we fight these people once and for all. Because this is how it's going to happen. If I don't live out like this, it's not because of waiting me they wait for. I'm just talking based on the normal person. I've given you hope in my last video. I will not keep on telling you about so that don't come and become a misguided element. If it is going to remain like this, for example, I will go and declare Senegal citizen. I swear to God. I will relocate to Senegal, live in Nigeria. At least it's better. Or if at the time Mali gets it right, or the Burkina Faso, I will relocate there. Whatever I have in Nigeria, I will sell it, live the rest of my life in another African country. Can you just imagine? 2027 again, the same thing is going to happen. When has your PVC, as ordinary person, giving you a governor or giving you a leader? It's only those things we have tried it. But look at it today, along the line, the governor you even voted from your heart, you have now become an enemy. Because some persons make it to be your enemy. Or the cabinet of the same governor, they are so useless that they don't even know what they are doing. So please, let me be ending up the broadcast here. I just quickly want to give us this very update to encourage us and tell us that there are prerequisites or things and things we must have to do if we must get this right. There are things and things, there are many rivers to cross. Ododuwa is fighting for their freedom. They need their nation. Biafra need their freedom. We the Edo also, we also need every one of us wants living autonomous of our own. We want having autonomy of our state of our own. So you cannot keep on like this. You cannot see if they have won right now, for example, they succeeded in doing the installation they are going to be doing, not inauguration, they are going to do installation. Then 2027, you'll see drag with them. Carry you go 2031 again. Before you know, remember I told you before, 2035, there's something that is happening in 2035. That the world population, no, it's 2030. No, by 2030, the world population, they want to reduce it by 95%. By 2035, diesel car and fuel car will be abolished. Don't you see that it is now we have to face a lot of things? If Biafra happen to get their freedom, their autonomy of their own, this Western culture will no longer come. The deal they signed with Nigeria automatically are broken. So we have to do everything already because there are more that is still coming. If we meet you in Nigeria, you are going to watch what happened to Tinubu administration. If the trumpet is going to linger, Donald Trump is coming back 2024. That's what we have arranged. If you take over the office right now, it's meaningless. Let Joe Biden just be there. So far, Joe Biden is not the commander of the military. That one is sure. There are a lot of things Joe Biden cannot really have command over. Because America is partially going through under martial law. There are a lot of laws. He's not with the president, he's with the military as we speak. While Donald Trump is still the commander-in-chief of the military. I know, I don't want you to believe me, but this is what is happening. Go and confirm it if you want to know what's happening. So he's going to fully come to public domain by 2024. Before a lot of things start feasting. I know the one they can do, a warning has already been sent to Nigeria through Olusegun Obasanjo. Is it Obasanjo? Olusegun Obasanjo. Our former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, right? Now a message that be sent. If they like, they obey. If you don't like, that one is their own. But you, Nigerian, there's also a special plan that these very bad people has for you. If you enter the street, they are going to shoot you. It's not yet time. Exercise patience, particularly minded people, please. Your freedom is coming. Gather your strength to also fight for your freedom. Okay? Your own freedom is coming. gather your strength to also fight for your freedom. This is just to give us a clue and give us sense that it's not all that are greater are good. Another thing again, it gives us another sense of humor. A wise man does not save his egg on one basket. So there are a lot of lessons to learn from what has just happened. That you shouldn't overput your trust on man. That was why during my campaign, I would never target it to Peter and Obi. I always tell you. I tag it to the name, to the revolutionary name that they carry. Not because things are going like this. Even though if he himself is inaugurated tomorrow, I'm going to tell you exactly the thing I say. And we'll monitor him closely. But to the joy or to the arrangement these people have already arranged, Biden not will let Obi enter there. Not be Biden. As you want to make Tinubu and Biden, now so they did. Now the same government. Tinubu is to continue from where Buhari stopped. So they know how much he has spent. So let's just watch out. Join the winning crew. Join the liberation army in your mind. Through this, your mind, you can go to revolution. Just look at the unity that everybody will have. Automatically, it was not all about what you just did. That very your mindset you are prepared before. There's something you prepared for, which I'm going to be teaching it all here all the time to channel you into that very thing you were preparing it for. It was not supposed to fully be made for Obi. It was as you dedicated all of them for Obi. That's why you have broken out today, because you don't really understand who these people is. That making of your mind you made up before, there is something special you made it for, and it will soon come. And Armageddon is going to take place. Yeah. Tinubu cannot govern Nigeria. No, yet now. No, he not fit. He can't fit now. We're not fit enough for pains for so long now. Are you going to allow them to fulanize you? I guess you will not allow. So if the Penterastas, all these pastors who have been killing one devil, they couldn't fight one devil. If they could, join up with this voice and let all one of us come out in unity. These people, they are not macho. If revolution won't happen now, the whole Christian league unite together, like Paul Eloche bring the church out, Suleiman bring the church out, Jeremiah motor idiots bring the church on out, Adeboye bring your own out, Ojedipo bring your own out, Christ Embassy bring. Revolution don't come on. One thing people don't really understand here, revolution is not about shooting gun. No. It is when you are not cooperative enough they can shoot gun. There are ways they will see the crowd, everybody holding their, if you want to kill us here, kill us here. We are holding up our hands. The ones that are crying is crying. People are pouring water upon themselves. Before you know, God will send up a deliverer. It is lack of cooperation that will make military to open fire on you. If cooperation were to be there, that lucky this thing today, the OU would have come and say, why will election level now? Election on day. 1999 constitution will be shut down. Or more than divide this country. But we are not cooperative enough. Imagine I'm a problem to some certain person. Why was supposed to be your problem? You sleep and you wake up, be hunger for me. I may not do women. How do you think you are going to be able to do me anything? I'm your problem. We are not united. These are the problem. And they just gave money to some certain blogger to be pushing off his narrative, false narrative. Our whatever, social media, whether an influencer or whatever. A day to election, that was when then, after even the election, before they know say election they have for their country. They sag and sag and sag and sag. They did not even remember their country. And they have followers. Their followers today have not been taught about the recent situation we are facing, what we have to do. Don't you see that? That's the reason all the time. Not that I just feel like to be repeating myself, coming out all the time. At least, I be human being, also need rest. I can be off social media for 1 month. I'm not doing it. I'm not the crazy. I'm not counting down any nervousness or I'm trying to use it to cover up something. I just do okay. But I always want to come. Maybe who never see me before, if you see me today, go still learn. There are a lot of people today. They are very daft. They cannot tell the meaning of politicians. They are never be taught. Even our social media, whatever, I've never one day created the day. At least study. Go and look at what's happening. Let's say 2 days a week a SAG. Use the other remaining days. Talk about politics that is happening in your countries. This was the reason why social media was. It was not made for you to monetize and get money. Look at our society today. Nobody disseminates informations. Don't you think the way you do so, you say you have wisdom, this and that, you can also convert what you are going to benefit from this social media tomorrow. Today now, in social media, I am more social more than every one of them. The speech I can make, nobody can make it. Do you know why? Because I'm in the area of political terrain. Nobody can make it. You cannot do SAG and do the kind of things I do. What about if it comes tomorrow now? You were given a podium, or you have been given a latitude to occupy a podium to make one or two speeches. What are you going to say? At times, a lot of people feel they're doing something that they are doing it for that person. You are helping yourself. This thing I'm doing, it makes me to be more brighter. There are a lot of things I never knew before. There are information today, I have to keep it away from you. It's not everything I have to tell you. That one is for me. But when we got to that chapter, when you are sleeping at times, I'm with my phone. When you are sleeping, I'm with my phone. Area where they go for social media, you can't go there. It takes somebody with a very wide wind to fly to that place. You can't go there. And if you even see the information, it's going to seem like it was not important to you. How did I know what I know? Did they talk about channel television? How did I know that Obi won the round the election? It's just that I will not see person out of one. I said it, Obi won. Does he not really win today? Does he not really win? Are you not seeing the ringing? So there are most people, just the same way at times you send people to go and be looking for people's house, that same brain, use it to do another thing. We are going to give account of our stewardship tomorrow. Society we are building today, remember you have children that grow so far this thing you are doing. Let's assume our father fold up their hands. Look at the society they left behind for us. If our father had been getting this right from time when they were alive, let's assume say 1960, they have been getting an election right. It would have been written down in 1999 Constitution. 1999 Constitution contains you must rig election, kill anybody you want to kill. What do you think that going to make power to leave APC? Let's assume what I'm even fighting for is fake, for example. Do you think people will ever leave power? When I show a video to you that look at what this man said, let me just see if I can go there now. Then I show this one right now. We'll close this very broadcast. I think this protest happened in Enugu. Let me show you this one first. That was today. No, in Ibono.
Situation report from Otikpo. Okadirians are angry. Then peaceful demonstration blocking the road. No movement, no vehicle movement in Otikpo as of this afternoon.
This Benue, they are making protests. Now, let me try if I can show to you what this man said. Minister for Information, about the transition of power. I said that the transition committee, they've already planned it down already. So that is to say, whatever thing you are doing right now, you are wasting your time. That was what he said, categorically clear. He made it known. He said they have already planned everything down. So they told us ahead of what we are supposed to be facing. I think it should be this one.
Will win this election. So APC will succeed itself. And there's no clear indication that there will be no interim government, and we have no intention of staying 1 day extra. And the fact that we have already constituted a transition committee.
That's right. That's right.
They don't already constitute that down. So what we were just wasting our time. And all those videos were in the media. None of us even tend to play it. We were carried away by the crowd. And did you know the most painful thing? The people, we that have experienced it during Sowore, millions of people were shouting following Sowore. Do you know how many votes they give us? 30,000 in the whole Nigeria. The money Sowore agreed that they rose, they donated online was 150 million. Let's assume he couldn't even get 150, only, let's say 150,000 votes. They only gave him 30,000 votes. The same Sowore again contested. When you've already know that nobody's there, you just see that all of they are just playing with their emotions. They are just playing with their emotions. Now who is to help you? Nobody. You will definitely have money. But there is hope. Let's just change our mindset and renew our mindset. I've called for this cooperation or unity. It's in the Bible. If you want to read about unity, you can go to the book. Before you sleep, just go to the book of Psalm 133. Look at what King David said about unity. Look at how Nehemiah will also call upon to come and build the gate of Jerusalem. In the book of Nehemiah chapter 4. Read it there. Everything is there. So everything that will make you to walk through some certain problems in lives, we all have it. That was why the Bible is there. What helps me today? It is the word of God that some people read and they are blind. Now me they read, it makes you see. You see things very clearly. It's like a microscope. The word of God makes you to see. The word of God, it makes you to be more 13% more smarter than who does not read the Bible. Be the most highest activist in life, you know they read Bible, my dear. There must be K-leg. Because you need those words. It be like you cook now no Maggi, or you cook stew no curry. Or you cook food without onions. Yes, there's no hope in Nigeria, that's true. But I know people will still be saying there is hope. But the sensible one know that we are shutting it down. That's going to be the next move. If your PVC couldn't do it now, and there's never a time Nigeria will ever get that, the only time we'll cooperate like this again is revolution. Let's not waste our time voting again. We will not vote. It's after the revolution, we will not vote in, maybe conduct a referendum. And we may be doing referendum later. Then what we're going to be having this cooperation. That's what we are going to be calling for right now. The country should be divided. Our life before 1914 is the original purpose. So this enslavement got to stop. Other people, they are fighting for their freedom still. The Australians, they are fighting for freedom from the Janjaweed UK. Canadians, they are fighting. It's only our brothers and sisters that are there because they want to build them flat. They don't know they are being enslaved. Every one of us are slaves as far as this world is concerned. 13 bloodlines put us in this very slave. 13 bloodlines. 13 people coming together, group of persons. Now UK be number one, Vatican number two, France, King of Spain are part of them. 13 bloodlines. If I tell you now, say there's a relation between the Queen of England and King of Spain, the whole king in the world, they related. They related by one way or the other. If I tell you now, say de la Marque na Adolf Hitler, near the tunnel. If I tell you, say na Justin Trudeau, he has something to do with the Fidel Castro. You don't believe. So what do you need of me saying it? Please, my brethren is suffering. So just have a nice day. By the grace of God, we might see you later in the day. We have already entered, I think today's now is 1st of March, right? We are already in Wednesday, 1st of March already. Okpona be kan bwana. Amabe okpona ukinoge have ye na ne. Igo magba ndro magba. A block in our mighty mabe ye na no currency. Please book na also ask them. When they want to give money to the people who don't see money, at least now they have won the election. When they want to release money for them, I'm going to ask them when they want to release the money. At least they have won the election now, or they have succeeded in doing what they want to do. But to our time here, we don't already enter Wednesday. We don't already enter Wednesday now. Madrid time. Look at it here now. We don't already enter Wednesday. We are already in Wednesday already here. Maybe where you from the watch, you feel the watch from America, and I don't know. Or if not for UK, we'll never enter for UK. If na UK from the watch, una dey to 12 now, na still dey on the 28th. But we don't enter 1st of March for this. So God Almighty bless you. For those of you that send me the first time, this is your okay Canada. Okay. Fosa Isoge, you are from Canada. Just a Trudeau. It be like saying that because of you men, I want more bugbear or boy bawa. Who are me? Will pay men. A man won't down. Egbe don't carry. Egbe down with Just a Trudeau. So God bless each and every one of you. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please, you can share this broadcast among your friends. We already want to drop our phone number on our YouTube channel. Our telephone number is +34 631 056284. Our telephone number is +34 631 056284. Our YouTube channel is IAICP TV. It's our YouTube channel. IAICP TV. You have to space the TV. It's our YouTube channel. For those of us that also want to follow us on Twitter, because ever since Donald Trump was removed from Twitter, I know I've not been using it for the thing beyond time, but I've just went back right now. You can follow me on Twitter, Newton Udu. You can follow me on Twitter, Newton Udu. So that's it. So do have a nice day, everyone. Also follow us on National Patriot Association. Also follow us on Facebook still. Also follow us on New World Construction Limited. Please, we will get there. Don't have broken heart. There is hope. The thing is just that they just show us that you shouldn't save your egg on one basket and don't ever lose emotion for anything. It's in the book of Isaiah. God, he say, woe unto that man that puts his trust on man. He say, woe unto that man that puts his trust on man. Even cause. So have a nice day, everyone. I remain your beloved brother, Baba Oduhoyin. Ciao, bye.